Hey there friends, right, today we're going to deal quickly with the third fear, the fear that no one is watching, no one is looking at what you're doing, no one is reading, no one is listening. You know, that idea that I think is so prevalent in particularly in this social media minute to minute world, that your post or your video or whatever needs to have a lot of feedback immediately, otherwise it's lost. It's lost in this river of content because everyone is talking and no one is listening, and there's always your feed is always filling up, right? And I think that's, although that's true, it's also the wrong way to think about doing content. I'm going to tell you the two things that changed the way I thought about this. One is my good friend Thomas Power, who is a social media genius. I realised that he still regularly references stuff that he did years ago. And there's one video that he references a lot that is 10 years old on YouTube. 10 years old, and in that 10 years has accrued 21,000 views. Now, we're not talking about viral content here, but we're talking about what I was saying yesterday in the previous video about creating a body of work. And Thomas is a master at creating a body of work and then referencing back to that body of work. So if you've got a post on Facebook or LinkedIn or a video on YouTube or a podcast that is valuable and useful and is part of your sort of skill set, the skill set that you're teaching people, it can be referenced effectively forever. And I think that's a really important distinction, because it gets us out of this mindset that if things don't blow up straight away, it's kind of wasted work. It's really not. And then the other thing, and I think this is perhaps even more important, the chances are that when you start out, you're not going to be very good, right? You're particularly if you're doing video or audio, these things that I've talked about in the last couple of videos, where we're trying to get across our personality, and that means, to get across personality, we need to be relaxed. And when we're starting out, we're usually not very relaxed. And I think this idea that no one watches at the start can be helpful, because it can it can release you to actually put some stuff out there into the world without worrying that everyone's going to see it and be mean about it. And of course, the irony is that the next fear, this is fear 3. So we did fear of technology, we did fear of having nothing to say. This is fear 3, which is that no one's watching. Fear 4, the one I'm going to talk about in the next video, ironically, is that everyone's watching and they're going to be mean. And, so there is this sort of polarity. Anyway, so that's this one for today. So think about it from the terms of a body of work. You can reference this stuff for, as long as you like. And also don't worry at the start if no one's watching, because it will help you relax. It will help you make better content. And then we can go on and tell our story. All right, see you in the next video.